When we first decided to develop this workshop, I had one eye on the long-term plan timetable because it seemed a really good opportunity to me to firstly acknowledge that all our councils in Canterbury-West Coast had a level playing field. They'd adopted their smoke-free policies for green space. And I believed that there were encouraging signs that partnerships indicated extensions were possible. The 2025 goal, I believe, is attainable, but we need to strengthen our already established partnerships across all aspects of tobacco control, and we've heard that today: education, cessation and public policy. And in the case of local policies highlighted today, the networks are critical to helping reduce visibility and the impact of smoking on our communities. I believe that local authorities developing public policy, it can be healthy policy. And certainly local authorities have got a clear and ongoing role here, and we look forward to working with you. We heard from our Mayor and her personal account this morning, and the Council's strong commitment to developing our emerging city increasingly as a smoke-free city, and she highlighted the importance of partnerships. The Cancer Society's CEO, Elizabeth Chesterman, set out why working with councils is just such a large part of the health promotion role of the Cancer Society. And that was echoed when Scott Babington affirmed his personal reflections as a clinician who sees firsthand the consequences of tobacco, the loss of valuable lives. But Scott also provided us with the history of tobacco, which shouldn't be forgotten, when it was first identified as that health risk, and also some of that glamour that we're still struggling with at times. Well, times have changed, but he reminded there's still work to be done. Now, undoubtedly, New Zealand has an international reputation for tobacco control, and we're one of few countries to have set a goal to have less than 5% of smoking by 2025. It's down to 15%, and I don't actually think we should think of 2025 as the destination point, the end point. And I think, as Prudence Stone showed us, the roadmap gives us that direction towards that goal. Again, she emphasised we've got a lot of work ahead, but I'm going to be encouraged. It's the first time that this kind of meeting has taken place, and I think it signals the close cooperation that we need to deliver on the goal. The question that sits there for me, though, is, do they work? How do we know local authority policies work? Well, today we've seen the progress that is in Australia. I mean, smoke-free areas are well established in towns, shires and cities all over the country. And although New Zealand doesn't have the benefit of state legislation in some respects, we know there's a strong focus in Australia on self-regulation, soft policy if you like, but they've been shown to be popular and acceptable. And our guest, Richard Foster, offered us a great case study of what we've learnt from Melbourne. The importance of engaging stakeholders on the issue of smoke-free outdoor dining. He demonstrated that with careful planning and communication and evaluation, we can actually have a situation where healthy public policy can be implemented, but it can be a win-win because it can satisfy business as well. And I think that's absolutely critical message for today. We also know that Melbourne is the most livable city, according to The Economist, and who would dispute that? Now, the important thing is, there's nothing that would suggest that being a smoke-free city is going to detract from that, far from it, with the aim of making 2016 the first year in which we can really see that as a region covering 12 councils, 560,000 people and 4 local coalitions, that we build the evidence, we build on it, we build on the great work and the energy that we've seen to make Canterbury-West Coast one of the leading regions in New Zealand in its commitment to achieving the goal for 2025. Thank you very much.